Bienvenido a mi canal! Today is for my Latinos out there because we are making from scratch pan dulce, but not any type of pan dulce. We are making conchas. And if you don't know what a concha is, you are living under a rock because these things have shaped my childhood. So follow along and make one for yourself. The ingredients you're gonna need to make one of these amazing conchas are butter, milk, eggs, flour, food coloring, salt, yeast, powdered sugar, and regular sugar. The first thing we're gonna need to do is check out the Girl Next Door music video that we posted less than a week ago. It is fire, you guys need to see it. Jake and I spent a lot of time on this. Go check it out, first link in the description.
And you got me all in, all in, all in. I'm falling for the girl next door. Been through hell and back, that's why she don't get attached.
Okay, for real now, the first thing we need to do is we need to heat up half a cup of milk. Just say 30 seconds on the clock, let's see how it does. Add 3 teaspoons of yeast, half a cup of sugar. Now that's a lot of sugar. Let's mix it and then set it aside. Now we're gonna need 3 3/4 cups of flour and a half teaspoon of salt. And now we're gonna need 1 stick of room temperature butter, 1 full egg, and 1 egg with no yolk. This might be a little difficult. Ugh.
Don't get the shells in my conchas.
I won't, but do you want some yolk?
I'll shoot it.
You won't shoot it.
How much you talking?
$5?
10.
Deal.
Deal. For $10?
No deal, no deal. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And now I'm about to say a statement I never thought I would ever say, but let's bring back our yeast and let's add it to our concoction, shall we? You didn't laugh at my joke, Jake.
I didn't get it.
Let's not bring back my yeast. Like I don't want a yeast infection. Can you guys get yeast infection?
I don't think we can.
Oh shit, maybe that's why it wasn't funny. Either way, now let's mix this all up. Wait a second.
What?
This could get you very dirty. And we don't want to get this jacket dirty, you feel me?
Gross.
It says leave me alone because sometimes you need to be left alone. And on the back we got a barbed wire BT. This thing goes hard. Pick one up, BrennenTaylor.com. Okay, now let's get to mixing. Oh my God. All right, sometimes even the mixers don't do the job. Sometimes you gotta use what God gave you, these hands.
Did you wash those goddamn hands?
Right after you wash them.
You gotta knead it.
What the fuck is a knead?
I don't know. Pretend
I
like
need it, I need you. I need you to work. Please turn it into dough for me. This dough's getting damn hard, Jake. I need you to be the best dough you could be. Now that you've kneaded your dough, you need to add it into an oiled up bowl and let it sit for an hour. Cover up your dough for an hour, and in the meantime, let's start preparing our topping. So now we are making the top part of our concha, which is basically the shell, because that's what concha means in Spanish. So what we're gonna need is 3/4 cup of butter. Drop that in there. And now we need to add a ton of sugar. 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar to be exact. And now we need to mix this all together. So you should be left with something that looks kind of like some frosting. But we're not done yet. Now add in a half cup of flour, 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder, or a pinch, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt, or a pinch. And now mix it all together. And now comes the fun part. Now you can add in whatever color you'd like. For the purposes of the video and it showing up very nicely, we're gonna use a pink food coloring. Add in a couple drops of that, and then mix it again. That's actually beautiful, huh? Now throw it in the fridge and let it chill for a little bit. So let's check out our dough that we let rise for about an hour and a half. Oh wow, she is big. Okay, let's throw her in the refrigerator and let her chill out for about an hour, and then we'll be ready. Now is the time to really put our conchas together. So what we're gonna need to do is flour up our surface. Making a mess on purpose, love that. Now let's check out our dough. Wow, she definitely rose. She rose to the occasion and she is looking fabulous. Okay, so let's take our dough out of here. Oh my God, she's so soft. She's sticky down here. Is it supposed to be that sticky?
That's how you're supposed to put oil.
I did. So here is our dough. Now let's cut it in half. Split it down the side, separate the two. And now we're gonna cut them into separate pieces. Okay, let's move these all out the way so we can focus on one. So now what we're gonna wanna do is roll this up into a little ball. Place that on your parchment paper and repeat. we're not done yet. We gotta cover these things up for about an hour or two, let them rise some more, make sure there's no draft, and then we'll be ready to put on our topping and throw them in the oven.
2,000 years later.
So at this point, your bread should have doubled in size. These should be a little bit bigger than when you rolled them. Mine definitely look doubled in size. Now let's get the top layer going so that we can throw these things in the oven and get to eat. So what we're gonna wanna do is scoop out a bit of this topping right here. I honestly don't even know. Ooh, it's definitely chilled. We're gonna throw that here. Actually, before we throw that there, we need to kind of roll it into a ball. Get it into a little ball, something that it's not gonna break apart. We're gonna put it in here. We're gonna fold this on top, flatten it out a little bit, and roll it out. So this part right here is what's gonna give your concha all the flavor. So let's check it out. Look at that, perfectly flat. Now what we gotta do is we gotta peel it up without it falling apart.
Just turn it over and then peel it into your hand.
That's smart. Look at that's why we keep them around, guys. You gotta keep in mind this is basically just powdered sugar, so you gotta be careful with it. You don't wanna mess it up. We realized the hardest part about this all is getting the freaking topping off of this parchment paper. "15 minutes later, we got the top on the concha. I'm not gonna put you guys through this much pain, so let me spend the next hour covering the rest and then we'll cut back. So that was about the hardest step that we had to do, but now that we've finally covered up all of our conchas, now we need to cut them into looking like shells. So to do that, follow me. Grab a butter knife. What we're gonna do is we are gonna go like this. Slice down the side like that. And then we're gonna go. It's very delicate because you gotta remember it's just like powdered sugar, that's it. You gotta be so soft on this. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Okay, but we are done. These all kind of look like conchas now. Take a look at them. They're not the prettiest of conchas, but hopefully once we take them out of the oven, they'll look and taste great. So all you need to do is heat up your oven to 350, throw them in there for 25 minutes, and they should be ready to eat. Let's hope. And they are done.
Oh, they look really good.
Look at that. Okay guys, so our conchas are ready. Honestly, I am comparing it to one from the Vallartas. This is one from the Vallartas right here. Looks perfect, looks beautiful. There must be something that we are missing, like some kind of tool to grab this off perfectly because theirs literally looks spectacular. Ours looks like a kindergartner tried to do it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't taste delicious because this could still very much taste delicious. Enough talking, let's find out how good our conchas actually are. First, we need to try the classic concha. So here we go. The top part is so good. It literally breaks off and crumbles like as if it's just sugar. I hope ours does the same thing. The bread, you can definitely tell it was made like yesterday. It's got that pull factor where you kind of gotta actually pull it. Ours came right out of the oven. We literally made this dough earlier today, so it should be a little bit different. Let's find out, shall we? Here we go. Oh my God. Oh.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying, Jake. It literally just crumbles in your mouth. Like this is as fresh as it gets. The only one thing that I will say, this store-bought one tastes a lot more sweet, very sugary, almost too sweet in a way. When you're eating this, you can only have a couple bites before you're like, ooh, I might get a cavity. This one, oh my God, guys. It's like biting into a biscuit on Thanksgiving Day. Like it is the perfect baked bread that I have ever had in my life. And then, like honestly, all I really tasted was the bread. I gotta get another bite. This was so good. That's it, Jake. Try this.
Oh yeah, I thought you were never gonna ask.
Try that right now and tell me your thoughts.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That bread is insane.
Mm-hmm.
These are only good for the topping.
Mm-hmm.
The bread kind of just sucks, you know, but you're eating it for the sugar topping. This almost doesn't even need the sugar topping.
And the bread alone is damn good.
Maybe we can buy it.
Ours is really good because when you're making the bread alone, you're adding a little bit of sugar in there when you're making it. So like it already has like a tastiness in the bread alone. So you don't need just the top part. With these, you have to have this top layer or it's not good.
Yeah, if you try just the top. It's definitely not as sweet as this one. Oh,
no.
that's so sweet. Oh my God.
Right? I was a little discouraged when I first saw them because I was like, damn, like I thought they were gonna look better when they popped out of the oven. I thought they were gonna look more like these ones, but the taste makes up for the looks. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Try this. Our bread is way more dense, but it's warm and fresh and it's sweet. That bread's more airy, but it definitely has an old factor to it.
So check this one out. This on the left is the store-bought one. You can see all the little holes in the breathing room in which the dough had to expand. It looks a lot more airy there. And then if you look over at this right one right here, this is the one we made, you can see it's a lot more condensed. It's a lot more together. And it honestly tastes that way too. You bite into it, it's thick. It's definitely a mouthful. So Jake, I think it's safe to say without a doubt, ours are a little bit more superior than the store-bought conchas.
100%, but was it worth the time that it took to make these?
Okay guys, I will tell you this has probably been the hardest thing that we've had to make. It took a very long time from letting the bread sit and expand and rise to even just letting the frosting sit in the refrigerator for an hour. Everything took a long time. To buy these conchas in a store, they're 67 cents each. You're paying a lot more money to try to make these at home. And honestly, it does taste a lot better, but for the hassle that went into it, I'd almost say just eat the store-bought conchas. Look, you also gotta think about this. When people are making these in the market and stuff, they're probably making 20, 30, 40 at a time. The fact that we spent probably about 6 hours making 6 of them is the thing that would deter me from making them again. But they definitely tasted pretty damn good. I gotta eat these.
Oh my God, is that a concho to go?
That's my belly, cabron! I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on any of my posts. If you haven't seen the Girl Next Door music video yet, what are you doing? Go check it out. It is so fire. I definitely highly recommend you see this video. And if you already saw it, watch it one more time because why not? Pick up the merch, BrennenTaylor.com. Don't miss out on your favorite item before it is completely sold out. So go get it now. And until next time, I love you guys so much and I will see you later. Peace.
I'm falling for the girl next door. Been through hell and back, that's why she don't get attached. I'm falling for the girl next door.